Hey there. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a great day. It's a little late today, 7:37. Just got home from a board meeting at the City of Largo. As a board member, I got to have a little Christmas dinner with the City of Largo that I didn't eat because I'm fasting today. Hmm, I didn't miss much. Just saying. Okay, so this leads me to talk to you all about, well, it's end of year, right? So I've talked about goals for the following year. And now I want to talk about Christmas parties, bonuses, raises, evaluations, and all that jazz for your staff. It's very interesting what I hear about staff and Christmas. It's a big topic, actually. So let me start with one of my funniest Christmas stories with staff. I had a client that I started working with at the beginning of a year. So the staff was still reminiscing about the Christmas party. And when I was going around to ask about how their holidays were and how the Christmas party was, I got to hear this horrific feedback about the, oh, it's bad. So the owners of this medical practice thought it was a good idea to tell their staff at the Christmas party that there would be no bonuses going forward and there will be no raises. And they had consistently given these bonuses for like years and years. And the staff had come to expect it, really, because it was part of the package, right, of being an employee within this practice. And not only that, they did a Christmas party at the end of the day where staff actually can't wait to get home. And they had a pharmaceutical rep pay for the pizza Christmas party. And then the husband of one of the doctors was the one to make this great announcement to the staff. You know, nothing says Christmas party like you're not going to make any more money, and here's some pizza that we didn't pay for, and here's somebody who doesn't work in the practice that's married to somebody delivering all this great news, right? Isn't that crazy? Hi to my one viewer. Oh my goodness. So that was my worst Christmas party story in the medical industry that I had heard. But, you know, this is a very, very hot topic, okay? I'm going to have a Christmas party. Well, it's a Christmas brunch, right? I picked a nice restaurant, Island Way Grill on the water, and it's the best brunch in town. Like everybody knows that Island Way Grill has the best brunch. And if you don't know, well, you will know when you go there. And it's very over the top, and the view is always spectacular, and they always have it decorated really nice. And I thought, you know, not too intrusive because it's like 11 o'clock, and I really like my two wonderful employees. They're amazing people, and I can't wait for them to meet because they haven't met yet. And we're all going to just have fun. Now, if I thought for a second that they didn't want to go, I wouldn't do it. That's the truth. Like, I hope they do because I'm looking forward to it. But I really will get that input. I'm going to ask, like, next year, do you want to just like, I don't know, go get a spa treatment or something? Like, I really want anybody that I'm working with to feel A, appreciated, and B, like this is a celebration. This is certainly not time for bad news. And I don't know if it's like a Tampa Bay thing, but I've heard a lot about these like potluck Christmas parties inside the office. And can I just say very honestly that I think it's a terrible idea. I think that the owners of a business should be providing lunch for their staff, or you guys cook it. You make all the food for everybody and serve it to them and to say thank you. Because I hear really bad stories. And what's so funny is that nobody asks for input from their staff. Like, hello. So after 8 years of, well, prior to the end of my career in the last practice I was in, you know, I still say that one of my favorite things about December in business is that I don't have to run a Christmas party anymore because I had to do that up in New York with a team of people. It wasn't just me. But here, when I was running this practice for 8 years, it was my responsibility. and pick the venue and all that stuff, right? And then the entertainment and then inviting people, and can they bring a spouse and can't they bring a spouse, and how much money it's going to cost, blah, 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 blah. Well, after a while I was like, I'm just going to start asking the staff, like, would you rather have money? And then we could just break down how much it costs for the party, and we could divvy it out to the staff. Or, getting creative and giving them an extra day off during the year. Or I extended their lunch period one time because, like, I really understand more so now than I did even running that practice, that you should probably celebrate your staff by asking your staff what they want. Just saying. I don't know. And this whole getting like a gift for the boss, like the boss is making all the money. Don't give him a card or give her a card. But this whole getting an elaborate gift for the boss, I don't know. I don't think it's a great idea. That's just me. I think that it should be a celebration for the staff, for the employees, that they're already making enough money, especially my doctors. And when I hear these elaborate gifts that these staff members have to come up with a certain amount of money, and I'm like, what? Kidding me? So I've heard a few stories over the last, 2 weeks. And most of it is a lot of eye rolling from the staff. Oh God, I gotta go. I gotta stay at work late and have a Christmas party. Doesn't sound like a party. Or why are they having a Christmas party on a Saturday night that's 45 minutes away? Or I've heard it all. Why do I have to cook for a Christmas party? Aren't we supposed to benefit from it? Okay, so lots of opinions about that. I will share one more with you, that I used to do evaluations at the end of the year, every year, for all 33 of the women that worked in the practice. And we did the same thing up in New York, but there was a lot more people. But it's important to give feedback. And I feel differently about these critical evaluations than I do now, with just more of having a conversation and exciting people and motivating them and giving constructive criticism if that's what's necessary. Because I want constructive criticism. I'm not afraid to ask for it. It's how we grow. It's how we engage with other people. It's how we learn about each other. So I think it's important that we do that, right? It's not meant to be personal or hurt somebody, but my goodness, some people are not good at delivering constructive criticism, and some people are not really good at taking it. So it really is about self-awareness, and you really have to understand that constructive criticism is actually good for you. Okay, so that said, are you having any meetings with your staff? Do you think it's a good idea to give raises? Do you think employees should make more money if they've committed a certain amount of time in your company? Well, the answer is yes. Only yes, because, and I'll tell you why. You shouldn't be keeping staff that are underperforming. So no, I don't think that you should just give staff raises based upon the fact that they show up and they breathe in and out the same air that you do. But I do believe that if people are accomplishing goals that you're setting for them, and they're going above and beyond, and they're encouraged and mentored, and they're being educated, there is room for that. There is just room for conversation. And I don't know, I think that it's really kind of askew how I see people celebrating this time of year. Or it's like an afterthought. I planned the Christmas party like 3 months in advance. I couldn't wait to get it off my plate. Because you know what the worst part about having a Christmas party with staff is? Finding out nobody wants to go. And you're putting in a lot of work and energy and money to do something like that. So, last year I had a gratitude party for my own company because I was so excited about how well things were going. And I invited all the people that were a part of this celebration and clients, and it was really, really great. And I'll do that again, but I'll never have just a Christmas staff party. That is like, come on, it's 2017. Let's get a little more innovative. And knock, knock, 2018, it's right at the door. It's time to start thinking about reinventing yourself as a business owner, as an employer, as a manager. Can we get creative, please? Can we start asking our staff what they want? How about that? Ugh. And I'm going to hear about this all week, because this is it. When I start getting invited to these events now, or Christmas parties, like it's an afterthought, cracks me up. Really does, because it shouldn't be an afterthought. It should be something that we're excited about, and especially if you have a big staff. I don't, I have a small, tiny little babies, but I would acknowledge that. What are you doing? You. All right. So, and you know what? Thinking about that gets me all riled up, and it makes me excited because I like talking to my clients about it. I'm going to talk to a few of them this week and see what they have planned. I can't wait to hear the answers. And I wonder if any of the staff gets to be involved in it, or maybe they'll think about that for the next year. But tonight was the memorial service for my old boss who lost her son to suicide, and it was horrible. Okay, that's it. It was horrible. So we only have one life, and we should be doing good for others, and we should be telling people that we love them and thanking them and just being good human beings. So that's all I have to say about that, like Forrest Gump likes to say. All right, have a great night. And, tis to be at least nice.